Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. All right, so I saw a video on February 18th on Poet Spice's channel, and I wanted to do one. So it is currently the 25th of February, so a full week in. If you have been following my channel, I did talk about my word journal, and you may notice it is opening up like a Japanese book does, because I read from the back to the front. But this is intentional because it is warehoused in this, which is my A5 one-piece cover. And I do put it in here like that. So it helps me see my anime journal and my word journal when it's opened up and flat. But when I'm done with it, then I'll actually decorate the front to say the word journal, because I'll store this somewhere else. Now it's just easier for me to show you it outside of this. And I just want to show you when I store it, I actually use the pen loops to keep the pens I'm using for the week in here, just so that I don't lose it. And because it's not in the way it's supposed to be, it's not fitting the way it has been, but that's how I'm doing it. And I'll show you what I have been using every single week. So I had shown this again previously. I am not doing anything with the overview section, at least not yet, and I'm not doing anything with the monthly section. But what I am doing for this word journal is I've started the 100-day project, which started literally February 18th. That's why I mentioned that date specifically. And for the next 100 days, I plan on working on this. Now, my friend Deb on Instagram, I believe, has participated in this for some years now. But because I don't read things, I never actually read into what the 100-day project was. But then Poet Spice did a video, and I realized, oh, it's not a mixed media thing. It is just 100 days of being creative intentionally. So you can do any creative endeavor. And before I forget, if you're on Instagram, look for the page Do the 100-Day Project, which is Instagram. The hashtag is the 100-Day Project, and then the website for this organization, who is running this on an annual basis, is the100dayproject.org, and all of that information will be linked in the description box below. It does specifically start on February 18th, and it goes through, I believe, the middle of May, and that'll be 100 days. Now, for this 100-day project, it is something that is self-directed, and it can be as challenging or as easy as you want it to be. I know for Poet, she was thinking about either for 100 days using her stamps or her dies that she may have not used, or doing a little bit of writing, or both, right? Either one of those would work. I've seen other people, because of course, after that video, I searched YouTube, and some people are journaling, some people are drawing, some people are doodling. They're just doing whatever, but for 100 days, and they're being intentional about it. So it's not like, well, and again, you can do whatever you want. There is no test. There is no prize. There is no police. So you do what you want. And if you can do the full 100 days, great. And if you can't, great. No one's going to call you out, or no one should. But it probably will be the most manageable if it's something that you can work on that doesn't take any more than maybe 5 to 15 minutes. Now, of course, you could take longer. It's your day. It's your 100-day project. But, you know, with life going on top of being intentionally creative for 100 days, I've found that doing some things prior to helps me when I'm actually in here. And because I've been in here for this last week, I've fallen off on some of my other daily journaling. And again, that's fine. So long as I'm being a little bit of creative and I'm doing a little bit of journaling, that works perfectly well for me. And so I wrote some notes here, and every week I will write some notes on how I think the previous week went. To make this super easy for me, I have pre-stamped some frame boxes, and in a video that'll come out in March, I'll actually do that process with you guys just to show you how I'm doing it. And then I actually looked up 100 words on Pinterest, and I'll insert a picture here of the 100 words that I'm going to be looking up for the 100-day project. And some of the words are really interesting and some of them aren't, but whatever. They're in alpha order. There's 100 words. I don't have to think, which is helpful. So doing the stamping, helpful. Having that list that I'm going to be using, helpful. So that if I am really pressed for time, then I'm just looking up the word, the definition of the word, which is the first section. I'm doing just a smidgen of journaling of what that word or what that process meant to me in that moment. And then I'm looking for a quote that specifically has that word in it. And I'm going to be doing that for the next 100 days. Now, I've also been enjoying going to the daily section. And it's my marker is there because that's the next day I'm going to be working on, but I use the same word that I had in the weekly section, and I am looking for various translations. So I looked up amount in Japanese, and this is the character that I got, and that is gaku. And then the next day I looked in Korean, nonjeong, and that's the character there. This is in Arabic, and that's yakun. And if you can either read or write any of these language, please. I'm approaching it more as a doodle and a picture than I am trying to perfect the letters. Because if I'm writing in English, certain letters mean certain things to me. I don't actually know what part of this means argument, right? I don't know that these letters one-on-one mean that letter. I don't know if that makes sense. So some of my interpretations are not great. This is in Elvish. Elvish is actually really hard for me to find online, so this probably be few and far between that I can put Elvish. Chinese, when I first looked up, I found these two characters here. But then when I looked it up again to try to find the Chinese word for this, which was belief, then it had this character. So this actually, I think, should be the same scale, but whatever. I am using this. So this is a Tombow 912, and I'm using a Papermate Flare. I had this in my collection, and then I'm using a Sarasa pen. This is in one of the, it's not nostalgia, but it's one of their neutral lines. And that's not even the word for it, but I can't think of it right now. If I can remember, I'll put this in the comment section or the description box. The one that I liked the most, though, was this, which is Thai, just because I loved the look of the letters. And so between Korean, Japanese, Thai, I think those might be the predominant letters. Although the Arabic is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know that I'm doing it any justice. Just because there's lots of loops and squiggles, where with Japanese and Korean, there isn't. Not as much. So I'm not trying to learn a language. That's not what this is. Really, it's just looking at this as a picture and then just kind of tying it to the word I'm already looking up on a daily basis. It is currently, it's weird because it's not currently the 7th. It's actually February 24th. It's just, I started this book with this challenge, and this book started in January. That does not bother me. I also do not feel the need to cover that up as a distraction because I don't want this to get bulky. Other than a few inserts here and there and a sticker here, I don't actually plan to use much by way of stickers or washi tape. It is going to be just stamp and ink. But I have really been enjoying that. So that is my word journal. So this is week 1, nearly done. I will actually be working on this later today. And this is going to be what I'm going to be doing for the 100-day project. All right, guys, I'd love to know what you think about this. And if you are participating, let me know in the comment section what you're actually doing for the 100 days. And again, whether you actually can do the full 100 days or not, it's just really intentional creativity. Check out the 100dayproject.org because it does have a lot of information there. I believe they also have a Facebook group, but I don't do Facebook anymore, so I'm not going to link that. Anyway, guys, I'd love to know what you guys think. And that's it for me for now. As always, aloha.